To avoid this happening again, me and Brandon are going to set the gains on this amplifier after we figure out how high the factory radio can be turned up before it clips. Last time we did this, we used a DD1. This time, we're going to use this bad boy for Nursey O-scope. First thing we're going to do is figure out where the factory radio clips. We are going to use the SMD tracks just because they have a 0 dB track right here for 40 hertz. All right, so what I'm going to have you do is we're just going to turn this volume up until we see clipping. All right, start turning that volume up on the radio. All right. Hit the auto button, it'll kind of figure out where it needs to be. All right, so we're at 4 volts output, and that's completely clean. See how the waves are nice and smooth? Mm-hmm. So we got the radio max volume figured out, right? Mm-hmm. So now we're gonna set the gain on the amp. I'm gonna make a couple connections. We'll get this going. So we're not gonna need that harness anymore because this amplifier is gonna make a ton of power. I'm gonna use differential probe. Basically, it takes the incoming voltage and cuts it down by a factor of 10. So if we put in 100 volts, it's only gonna put 10 into the meter. We know that the radio is gonna be all the way up. Go ahead and just turn the radio all the way up. So we're gonna go to the gain on the amplifier. Start turning it up. Oh, we gotta turn that up a little more. There we go. Oh, you see it squaring off? That's clipping. That's reaching the maximum voltage of the rails in the amplifier, so we need to back it off a little bit.
It should be a constant smooth.
Yep, you want to make it nice and smooth. We'll do it right there. That looks pretty good. That's a 78 volts out, nice and strong. You go and turn that thing off. We're gonna get this hooked back up. All right, we're gonna put these speaker wires back in here. There we go. Get this slid back into place. Hook up the terminals real quick. You already know how these work. Then use the Kicker tool, available on Kicker's website, actually. That's all the normal connections that all the Kicker amps have. Now get this back into place. All right, let's see how it sounds. Perfect. Bass knob actually works properly now instead of just being all the way up immediately. Hopefully no more blown sub. Learn anything?
Yeah.
Kinda, sorta?
Kinda, sorta. Learn how to not to blow up a sub.